Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to improve the delete by condition function. We are going to make it more generic so that the user can pass a function to this method instead of us hard coding the condition method in our linked list class. We want to make the user to pass whatever condition they want to filter the linked list based on. And also I'm going to upload this source code on GitHub and provide the link to the source code in the description of the video. If you guys want to download the source code, you can do that. So to pass a function to another function in C#, we are going to use the delegates concept in C#. Basically, delegates are objects that encapsulate a reference to a method or a group of methods with matching signature. They provide a way to treat methods as first class entities, allowing us to pass methods as parameter to another function, store methods and variables, and invoke them dynamically. Delegates are basically widely used in event handling, callback, and asynchronous programming. Think of a delegate as a type that can hold a reference to a method, same as a pointer holds a reference to an object in memory. Delegates are type that points to a method. Let's say I have a delegate. This points to a method. The condition is this method and the delegate should have the same signature, meaning the same number of arguments and the type of arguments, and also the same type of return value. There are basically different type of built-in delegates in C#. One of them is func delegate. Although we are not going to discuss in depth about the delegates in C#, we are going to have a basic understanding of how to define a delegate and how to pass a function to another function. So basically, the func built-in delegate can point to a function that takes arguments and returns a value. Any function that takes arguments and returns a value, we can define func delegate for that. The condition is that function should take at least one argument up to 16 argument and return a value. In case of our condition function, or to make a delegate for this condition function return a type or a value. Also, it takes one parameter, so we can use func built-in delegate to define a delegate for this function. So we give the func keyword, and inside this angular brackets we put the number or the type of parameters the function accepts. In this case, our function takes integer value, and if the function takes more data types or more type of values, we provide the types here. And the last type is going to be the function's return type. In this case, the last one is going to be Boolean, since our function returns Boolean. And we are going to give a name to our delegate D. We can assign our function to this D, say D equal to condition. Then using this delegate D, we can call or invoke this condition function by just calling the D or D.invoke method. Let's use the func delegate to pass a parameter to this function. So we are going to pass a function or a delegate to this delete by condition method. So I'm going to use func. Inside this angular bracket, I'm going to use the number of the type of parameters the function takes. In this case, our function takes only one parameter, so I take only int. Then at the last, I pass the type of value the function returns. In this case, our condition returns Boolean, so I pass Boolean. Then I'm going to give a name to my delegate. Since I have used condition inside this delete by condition function, so I'm going to, let's comment out this function. Since I have used condition, so I'm going to use condition as my delegate name. Condition. Then using this delegate name, I can directly invoke the condition function, whatever function is passed to this delete by condition method. So let's go back to our main function. If I want to filter out all the even numbers, I can easily define a function that returns Boolean. Let's call it filter even, that takes an integer int data. This function takes int data, and it returns if data is even, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. So I can easily pass this filter even function to my delete by condition method, and instead of having these functions hard coded in my class definition, so in my program the user can pass any type of condition he wants. So this is going to filter out all the even numbers. Say I want to filter out all the odd numbers, so I can define another function, filter odds. It takes a data, and this time I check if data mod 2 is not equal to 0. If I pass filter odds, it's going to filter out all the odd numbers from my linked list. All odd numbers are gone. Same case, I can also pass lambda expression or anonymous functions. Anonymous functions are basically functions that doesn't have a name. We can directly define an anonymous function inside this argument. Say this function, anonymous function, takes a data, and it's going to calculate if data mod 2 equal to 0. So this anonymous function takes one argument, and whatever is in the right hand, it's going to be an expression. Whatever this expression returns, that is going to determine the return type of this anonymous function. And the left side is the number of parameters this function takes. In this case, it takes only one parameter. So if I run this, all the even numbers are filtered out. Say I want to filter out all the positive numbers, so filter out all the negative numbers. All the positive numbers are printed. If I want to filter out and delete all the negative numbers in my positive numbers in my linked list, so I can pass data greater than 0. This way we can make our delete by condition function more flexible, so that the user can pass any condition he wants using lambda expression or the functions they define. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next video. Talking about the time complexity of this algorithm, the time complexity of this algorithm is going to be big O of n, or linear time complexity, since we are looping from the beginning of the linked list and go all the way to the end of the linked list. And this is going to take big O of n, where n is the number of items in the linked list data structure.